And we are into Wednesday here, guys. I am Ryan, and this is Michigan Storm Chasers. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We have severe threats today as well as tomorrow to discuss. I want to dive right on into it, so let's go ahead and get started. Today's sponsor of the video is Schneider Commercial Building Solutions. For any building or roofing solution needs that are commercial in nature across the state of Michigan, feel free to give Schneider a call at 888-722-7027. Thank you to Schneider for being today's spotlight sponsor here at Michigan Storm Chasers. So, severe threats for today is going to start off, as we always do, with our SPC outlook here. We do have a slight risk still in effect, as discussed yesterday. Pretty much the entirety of the UP, minus the Keweenaw Peninsula, Houghton areas up there further north. Further south toward Gaylord and Traverse City, there is a marginal risk that is in effect there in the dark green color. And then the light green color further south, like Manistee, Roscommon, Alpena areas, you guys are just in a general thunderstorm risk where no severe is expected today. So overall highest risk today, level 2 in yellow, level 1 in dark green colored areas. Hazards today, number 1, damaging wind. It is a 15 to 29% chance of damaging wind occurring within 25 miles anywhere in the yellow zone. And it's 5 to 14% chance of that happening in the brownish red color. In the white color, it is less than a 5% probability. Currently, and still, excuse me, voice crack. Currently, for the SPC, there is no hail risk, but I would not be shocked to see a storm or two that tries to produce some pennies, maybe some nickels, perhaps a quarter here and there. But overall environment today is not really going to be conducive to hail formation. So overall threat less than 5%, but don't be shocked if 1 or 2 storms does have hail with it. We'll have to track that a little bit more closely here. But wind, for sure, the primary threat. But we also cannot rule out a few tornadoes, especially in that western half of the state. In green is a 2 to 4% chance of a tornado occurring within 25 miles anywhere in the green color. There's also a 5 to a 9% chance per the SPC for a tornado over by the Ironwood areas in that red color. So, level 1, level 2 risks here for tornadoes. Definitely on the table today, but if we can destabilize enough. What do I mean by that? Let's go ahead and dive in here. So, currently on your radar, we have a lot of rain up there in the UP. That rain, and usually with rain, comes cloud cover. And with cloud cover, that does not allow our sun to pop out, heat the atmosphere, and destabilize, make us unstable, fuel the storms. So, what do models say? Switch back over here to the models. There we go. This is the latest HRRR model. It comes out at 7 a.m. We're going to see a morning round of showers and storms there. This model says we're going to have a few storms around, a few showers throughout the noon time frame. But as we push into the early afternoon hours, we are dry now. Western UP stays dry there. That could be key for us heating the atmosphere up and fueling these storms. Here is 4 p.m. Here is 5 p.m. Here is 6 p.m. And that is when we start looking for these storms that pop into the Western UP. 5 or 6 p.m. tonight, the model says, hey, we have storms now. Let's go to 7 p.m. Let's go to 8 p.m. Notice how we have a secondary line that pushes in behind these 2 initial cells. This would be the wind concern we're talking about if this actually comes to fruition. This is a nice looking bow echo here. Would contain wind as well as a few tornadoes possible as that pushes in. Let's go to 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and by about midnight or so, it looks like it's weakening and pushing into the very far part of northern lower Michigan. So overall time frame looks to be a bit delayed today. Latest model here says right around 4 or 5 p.m. storms will start firing back up there across the western part of the UP. That'll be the time frame to watch for severe weather. Now, before then, though, as mentioned, we do have showers and storms already ongoing with flood advisories and even a flash flood warning up there by the Houghton area. Excuse me. So if we can continue to have a lot of rain and a lot of cloud cover up there, it could be quite messy in nature and limit our threat today. So we're going to watch the trends very closely today. We're going to watch our real-time data for the instability up there to see if we're going to destabilize or if we're going to remain pretty stable. Either way, flooding is a concern up there. In fact, on your screen, there's a flash flood warning there. It looks like for Houghton County until 11 a.m. today. So keep that in mind. Flooding is a concern because the moisture up there is very abundant. These storms and the rain showers are going to take advantage of that and dump a lot of rain in a very short amount of time, especially if we get training over the exact same areas where storms travel over and over again. So potential is there today for flash flooding. And the severe risk is conditional on how the atmosphere comes together this afternoon. Outside of this, we also have a threat tomorrow. It remains a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk for the entire lower peninsula. Personally, I believe they're going to upgrade this to at least a slight risk here in the future. Overall, trends are trending positively toward a severe threat coming together for your Thursday as well. The latest model guidance here, we're going to run this through overall through Wednesday. Here's today. Let's go ahead and run this through Thursday morning here. This is at Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Let's go to 10 a.m. Notice how we're kind of dry there, building instability. Here's noon. Here's 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Got a storm popping up there by the Tri-Cities. Here's 3 p.m. Here's 4 p.m. Here's 5 p.m. Here's 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. The latest model here is suggesting an east side risk. This side. Whether or not that's going to happen or not is remaining to be seen, but the overall environment, even on the west side of the state, even though the model doesn't show anything, is still favorable. It's going to come down to timing on this. So overall, keep in mind Thursday, right now, highest chances are on the eastern half of the state, but technically speaking, the entire lower peninsula is underneath that risk for severe weather. Pop-ups are possible, damaging wind, perhaps a tornado possible for your Thursday. More on this later today on the Facebook page, so stay tuned for that. All right, I think that's everything. Overall, keep in mind, today, severe threat in the UP, tomorrow, severe threat in the LP. Both days, damaging wind, primary concern, cannot rule out a tornado or two possible. With that said, I'm going to pop out of here. I'll catch you guys maybe later today for coverage of severe weather if we have any warnings that do pop off there in the UP. Stay safe and stay cool, as today is going to be the first day of the heat and humidity building. Tomorrow will be a lot worse, but keep in mind, next 2 days here, heat-related illnesses may pop up, so make sure you guys are staying cool and hydrated. I'm Ryan, signing off. I'll catch you guys later.